Good evening, Central Indiana. Welcome to Porch Time Live from Casey's Call Studio. And I'm just giving you a heads up as we're starting here. There must be a really bad accident or fire on the west end of town, because Willie and I have been sitting here and all we've seen is ambulances and fire trucks and all sorts of emergency vehicles heading on Morgan Street going west. Isn't that right, Willie?
Yes, it's been loud and eventful.
He makes a great sidekick. He's right. Snaps back, answers instantly. He's right there. I mean, I don't know why we don't have our own show together. It's a Kevin and Willie show. But I understand there's probably not going to be a lot of you viewing this live. It's an early start, and the reason why it's an early start is because there's a big game tonight at 8:30. And a lot of you basketball watchers will be watching that at 8:30. I'll follow along on my phone. Between me, you, and the fence post, I hope they win. There's part of me that says the NBA is going to force it to go 7. Foster is refereeing again tonight. So you could see the complete opposite tonight. Have you followed it?
Enough, yeah.
Foster's the referee they call the extender.
Yeah.
When the Pacers were getting ready to close it out to make it 3-1, all of a sudden he's like, I got this. So then it's 2-2, and now it's 3-2, and now they're bringing him back tonight. So part of me says he's going to do that, and they're going to make it go 7. And then part of me says they're tired of the Pacers calling him out, and Oklahoma City's going to win by about 30, like 128 to 100. I mean,
I could see that too.
Yeah, I can see either thing happening. But we're going to talk about soccer and other things because we got Stats in here with us tonight. But once again, we are happy to be here at Casey's Cause Studio. Thank you so much to Tanya for letting us be involved with her son's foundation, Casey's Cause Foundation. And we appreciate all that Tanya does for us. American Basement Solutions, Mr. Larry Ralph, Senior 1-877-409-2837. Key Realty with Teresa Messmer, 765-341-8911. Livewire, Tommy Walls Electrical Consulting and Alarm Systems, 765-792-4012. Wayman's Furniture, Appliance, and Mattress. Hudson Plumbing. S&S Custom Apparel. Mike's Automotive, Mikey Swango. Stids Comfort Systems, 765-346-0195. Wellspring, that's Jennifer Burnham's group down there, 765-342-6661. K2 Fitness, I'm gonna put them in the back of the stack because I got to talk about them in a minute, and you'll appreciate this. Steve's Appliance Repair. If Steve can't fix it, scrap it. He wasn't gonna do it. The Yard Bar with Andrew Payton. K2 Fitness, locally owned, open 24 hours, 765-349-5645. Last night I had Grant in here from K2, and I had, there's Larry Ralph right there. How you doing, sir? Hello, Ann. And I had Kevin Good. And if you don't know who Kevin Good is, 3 or 4 years ago, he weighed 465 pounds. He's now at 200, and he's working out to go into bodybuilding. And he looked phenomenal. 465 pounds.
He lost a whole human and a half at 265 pounds.
He lost me. That's insane. And I said, I went through every step with him, and just shocked sitting over here. I said, did you have support? No, not really. Other than family and, when they would see him. But he said, no one called and woke me up every morning. No one took me to the gym, and none of that. Not until he got past all that. He did it himself. And he said, that's what makes it so rewarding. I said, do you know how hard it is for a human being to develop a habit like that and stick with it for the length of time you have?
Especially later in life when you're not starting.
He's 29.
That's just being an adult.
Oh, he's 25, I think.
Either way, it's still hard to do when you're not, at your child age, children age.
465 pounds. And he said the reason why he did it is because he went to the doctor, and the doctor told him, you're going to die. And he was on high blood pressure and type 2 and sleep apnea, and now he takes nothing. And he watches his macros and his carbs and his sugar and absolutely everything.
Good for him.
And I was just like, wow.
Success stories, those are always the best.
465 pounds.
Yeah.
Could you believe that? And here I am. I'm like, yeah, I've lost 35 on carnivore. And he's like, I was losing 12 pounds a week.
That's insane. That's so crazy.
I get, and he would bike ride out 44 past Larry's and on around in Centerton. What's up, Tommy? And just, what's up, CB? And bike ride everywhere, like, because he had time off. And he said he rode his bike every day, and he got his heart rate down so low, they made him stop. And I was like, why? And they're like, because they think that his heart was so used to pushing blood through a 465-pound man
That I didn't know if it was so.
and he's like, is everything good?
Yeah.
And he's like, I feel fine. He was a little dehydrated.
Yeah.
But other than that, he was like 70 beats a minute, like 60 while riding the bike. It's like, dude, I get that walking out to my car. But anyway, we're here to talk other stuff, but I am just mesmerized by his story, and just, you talk about, you can't even say proud. It's just the accomplishment this guy has done already in life. And I told him, I said, sir, whether you podium or not during your bodybuilding, you're already a champion, dude.
That's awesome.
And I said, you have a story that needs to be heard, because people are, you're very inspiring. So anyway, all right, enough of that. We're going to talk to a 165-pound man tonight.
I got a little more than that. Come on.
Soaking wet, maybe. Head soccer coach. They've been on a tear the last few years. MHS's own Willy Spina. How you doing, Willie?
Doing well. How are you, Kevin?
I'm just missing our sports show. You quit coming in.
You gotta tell me when.
I mean,
I'll be there.
I text you, and then I go to Facebook, and you're in Disneyland. Then I text you, and I go
Disney
to Facebook.
World. It's Disney World.
And then you're in North Carolina or Chicago or Cleveland. It's like, oh, what do you got going on now? Well, I'm getting ready to take the family to Tennessee. Did you quit teaching? What is the deal here? So no, well deserved. Yeah. But he's a busy guy. He's a young guy. He's got like 14 kids. Mm-hmm. And then he's got another 14 kids that he owns on the soccer team, probably. So, first of all, congrats on success of bringing a stable and competitive soccer program to Martinsville. I know you're going to tell me it takes the Y League and this league, and I agree with that. But if you don't, like the football team, if you don't have the head guy in charge, well, look at the baseball team. They're suffering. And you have a little league and all that, but we've not found the right person for that position. So we found the right person for the soccer program. And you worked your way up through it, too.
Yes.
You didn't just, one day we're walking into Marsh and someone said, hey, we're going to make you a soccer coach. You follow every soccer league on the planet, and he's went in full detail with us. It's not very exciting. But anyway.
Yeah, way to talk it up a little bit. You're making this sound so horrible. No, I did luck into this situation, though, because we, as you mentioned, yes, the Y League has grown tremendously over the past 5, 6, 7 years. We've had...
But it's systemic. They grow, yes. You grow, and succeed, and they grow.
Yes, and I've had a really good group of, like, 2 or 3 groups of seniors that are coming through 1B and this year, too, that have made my job a lot easier anyway. But what we really, and you can ask our team if they ever, one of these times we'll get them to come in here and we'll talk. But
I only ask that every time. Can you bring the players in? No.
The big thing we always push is our culture and our environment that we like to build and things like that. And when you kind of, that was really my big focus, because if you have that family feel and that connection that way, that you'll get kids to buy into things, and they'll excel.
I mean, the culture is competing and winning is the way I look at it. That's what it's not only just playing the game the right way, which I personally don't know how to play the game the right way. You do. You've instilled that in the kids. I've been to a couple matches, and there's not just some kid out there picking daisies. Mm-hmm. Everybody seems to be fluid in motion and doing everything they're supposed to. And you guys come out on top more often than not. What is your record over the last 2 seasons? Not counting playoffs.
So we were
regular season
going into sectionals last year. We were 12-1-2. We won a sectional game and lost a sectional game.
The dead last of Martinsville.
That's a pretty good.
That is phenomenal.
It's a pretty good analogy because I don't know that much about soccer. I just like to pretend like I do. But no, we were 12-1-3. So 12 wins, 1 loss, 3 draws going into the sectional last year.
And it's not like you play weak teams.
No, we play both Bloomingtons, which are usually both ranked. Definitely Bloomington South. So our overall record last year was 13-2-3. We only lost twice. Both losses, unfortunately, were to Bloomington South, but they made it to state finals. So they were state runner-up. They didn't lose a game really until then.
Who beat them?
Lafayette Harrison did in the finals.
Really?
Center Grove actually beat him in the regular season too by a goal, but
close game against Lafayette.
Yeah, 1-0. I think it was 1-0. Yeah,
but it shows you're on that level.
We were.
And how bad did Bloomington beat you twice?
We were. I mean, micro.
Really?
Like we were so close to being just like we could have made that run that they made. Honestly, I'm not kidding. They had the best team I've seen Bloomington South ever have. That's the farthest they've made it in the tournament. And this was honestly top. There was a Martinsville team back in 2007 that made the semi-state as well when it was a classless. It was just one class sport. But we're really probably the second best team to ever go through Martinsville. But I've been telling our kids, especially our senior class, like we didn't win anything last year. We finished second in conference because we tied a couple games, and we sectional runner-up. So we have nothing to show for it minus a heck of a record. And I told him, I'm like, listen, people will notice more once we bring something home that means something. So that's really our focus this year is to actually we've been climbing that hill and we're at the top almost. We just can't get over that last hump, and this is our time. I can feel it. It's going to be this year.
You brought that belief to the team and they bought in. That's the way to do it. And I agree, Corey. Yeah, because unfortunately, we were the society of. Did you guys win sectionals? Did you guys win your conference? Where's the hardware at? Because you don't. Who lost in the Super Bowl last year?
Well, and that's what I just said this to my team at practice yesterday. Was Tom Thibodeau got fired? I mean, they were like a win away from the Eastern Conference. Or they were in the Eastern Conference finals. They were
3 wins away from getting to the finals.
Yeah, and and they had a 52-win season in the NBA, and he's still gone. And it's if you don't win anything meaningful, it doesn't feel like it is fun to win. Obviously,
but I mean, you've taken a program that was at the bottom rung, not because of something bad. It's just where we were. Mm-hmm. You were one of the worst programs in the state, and along with the development of your base and these kids sticking with it, you've taken a program off the mat, and last year you were one of the top 10 teams in the state of Indiana.
We could have competed with them, that's for sure. But we definitely didn't get that ranking by any means. But I'm wholeheartedly could have competed with them.
You and I having a conversation off air, and you're like, we have a chance to win sectionals. Yeah. It'll be tough. Bloomington South. And you said, and if whoever wins that, they'll have a good chance to get to state. Your exact words. It's the only thing you predicted right in this room at any point in time.
That is 100% true.
Because Lord knows your NCAA picks. I think after the first round we stopped communicating and never even decided who won.
Because I had no chance. I had no chance no matter what.
And I forget the one gentleman.
Kurt.
Yeah. What brings it? Do you need to sit down and talk with us, sir?
For a second.
Well, let's go all cams. All right, you're fine. Larry Ralph snuck in here on us. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good.
First of all, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
And I know I'm going to interrupt here because this guy just got back from.
Well, I came in because of him.
Oh, did you?
What did I do?
What did he do now?
My grandson loves him.
Oh, okay. Well, you got to talk him out of that.
Okay.
Dax has played soccer from the time he was like 2 years old, and he's been on the travel team for I don't know how many years. He even went to England last year with the travel team. He said he's making soccer fun again.
Got to get that.
Get a hat, right? I mean, that's got to be a hat again.
MS.
Well, I appreciate that. I love to hear that. That's good. Because like I just said 5 minutes ago, that's really our whole point is to make it where we feel together and we enjoy it. And that will translate into the results that we want on the field.
Dax loves it.
Good. Good.
He loves the atmosphere, loves the players, loves all of it.
And he's a good player. I'm excited that he came over. I'm the only thing I'm frustrated about is he should have done it 2 years ago when he was a freshman.
Yeah.
But so I'm glad he's here. I'm glad he's
there
here
for
now.
2 years.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I got him for 2 years. So
Now you just got back from trip out of state.
Yeah, Costa Rica.
And took a mission down there. Yeah, this guy goes, and he's quiet about it. You won't hear from him. All of a sudden, he's like, "I'm in Costa Rica." What are you doing? So
We had 20 kids, and we did a little bit of a sports camp down there, which I'd love to get you in Costa Rica with sometime with.
hey, I'm surprised he hadn't went yet. It goes everywhere.
we're not foreign, or we don't get out of the country very
Right.
much. That's what we're.
Soccer is, of course, there.
Yeah.
That's because we tried messing with football, basketball. They didn't. It was just all about soccer. So we just converted the whole sports camp to soccer.
That's phenomenal.
But we had about 20 people, most of them out of South Adams High School, public high school. And we did, I think we did 50 water purification filters for families,
Wow.
different locations. Did VBS, I think, in 4 different locations, and played a lot of soccer.
Love to hear that part.
Yeah.
But anyway, I got to run. I didn't want to really take up any of your time, but I want to tell you I appreciate you.
No, well, I appreciate you.
Because I know Dax loves you.
Larry, how are
good
you
to hear.
doing? You doing okay?
I'm doing okay.
Good.
I've had some health issues this year.
I've mentioned it, not with Doug, but just said prayers for Larry.
I'm conquering it.
That's good.
I can tell he's got the mind. He's got the right mindset. I can already feel that.
He's one of the best human beings.
I can already feel that
I'm
as he
just
walks
telling
in.
you.
That's,
At the fair, go over and he'll be sitting there and he'll have a fan going about 400 degrees because we'll need it.
Yes, we
and
will.
he'll have some candy there. Just sit down and have a conversation with him.
Yeah.
And
We'll talk
one of the
soccer.
most
yep, I can always do that.
genuine, real human beings on the planet right there. And I love you like no other, and I just appreciate all you do, sir.
He's the right guy
Yeah.
for Martinsville Soccer.
I agree with that.
He's the right guy.
I blow him a lot of smoke. You know I got to do that, but
If you didn't, I wouldn't. I would be
Right.
like, "What's wrong?"
yeah. So.
And plus the field and everything.
It's nice.
Yeah.
So we've talked about that in the past
Yeah,
few years when I
walking
come
up
on
and
here.
seeing that for the first time
my
last year, I was like, "Holy cow!"
Yeah, I mean, listen. Linda and I have been to a lot of soccer games at a lot of different places.
You go all over the place for high school sports.
And what Martinsville's done and what he's doing for Martinsville here is just, it's great. So I'm proud of you. I'm glad you're here. And you're making soccer fun again.
Well, I appreciate
There
that.
you go.
I'm glad to hear that.
Larry Ralph, it's always good to see you, sir.
Okay, I got to run. You guys take care.
Thank you very much.
God bless you, sir. Love you.
Okay.
Nice to see you.
Okay, I'll see you.
You behave. And tell your better half I said behave too.
Oh man, I'm batching it tonight. She's with the Green.
Oh boy.
So who knows where.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'll see you.
Bye, Larry.
Okay.
That is one of the greatest human beings I've ever met in my life. I can tell you right now, I could call him as he's driving down the road right now, pick up that phone, say, "Hey, Larry, we need to organize and make a run to so-and-so for something." He'd turn around and come back here and do it. We get on it. That dude is...
Well, you can feel. I said you could feel it when he walked in the room. There.
He's been to almost every natural disaster this side of the Mississippi since '93. And so the knowledge and the presence of him being with us when we're doing this stuff for out-of-state stuff and things like that, he's been through it all. I remember him and Timmy, which was the combination you didn't want to have because you got stubborn between the two of them. They're not going to take no for an answer. They had 26 skids of water going into Bowling Green. And the county guys there wouldn't let him enter because FEMA had told him no more water. Well, Larry always says if you can't get the front door, you go in the back door. So him and Timmy found back roads, drove to the back side of this area they had quarantined off, and found 2 National Guard guys. And they're like, "Come on in."
Bring it on in.
They drove it in. It was a gymnasium the size of ours full of water to the ceiling. But they said, "We'll take it. We'll use it." So... But that's how Larry is. Larry's just an amazing human being, him and his wife, Linda, but love him to death. Anyway, and I didn't know you had a relative of on soccer.
So Dad, his grandson, now that I know, he went to Tabernacle until this year. Daxie, where he's a good kid. I really enjoy him, and he transferred over this year, and he's a heck of a soccer player too. So I was really excited. That's what I'm saying.
That helps out.
The only thing that makes me upset about it is that he should have done it 2 years ago, and
Right.
he'd be 2 years into this. But no, I'm excited to coach him as well.
So you
Back to you, I remember your question. That we were talking about how many wins we had in the last 2 seasons.
right. I was gonna say, so this past season you got beat in the sectional finals against a team that went to the finals.
Correct.
Bolton South.
So we had 13. We've had 11, 11, 13 have been the last 3 seasons of wins.
Wow.
And we hadn't had a double-digit win season. We had one double-digit win season in the last 15 years. And the last one, we had one 10-win season, but we hadn't won 13 games, the second most wins in history in Martinsville. So behind the team that made the semi-state for Martinsville.
Who was that?
It was my freshman year of high school, so there were 3 Spinas on the team, all my older cousins. But then there were some other. I mean, there's some other really good players.
Who was the coach?
Urban.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's a.
So that was the best team Martinsville ever had.
Yeah, yeah, they had to have. I mean,
what was the record?
14-3-1 or something. So they actually, what I told our guys this year, they had more. We had the least losses ever in Martinsville history this year because they had 3 losses that year. We only had 2. And it was to the same team. And but that's a little frustrating.
So Team Spina took them to the semi-state.
It wasn't just them. They had a heck of a goalkeeper. They had a really tough defense.
Yeah.
I mean, I could name all the kids on there, but I don't know if you would. Do you remember the name Thebe?
Yeah.
He was their goal. There was Thebe was one of their goalkeepers. Or one of the Thebes was their goalkeeper.
See, you're only like 25, so how long ago was it?
I'm 32.
Wow.
Brock Brungard was a heck of a scorer for him, if you know that name.
Remember that name.
So there was a DeMoss on the team. There's a lot of DeMosses out there.
Scott and his brother John could fill the team.
And then, so I mean, there were a lot of good players out there for him.
But you've developed off of that, and you've taken a program that fell flat, and now you've turned it around, and you've won 22, 33, 35 games in 3 years.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
I actually was talking to her. What's really frustrating though is until we can get over the Bloomington South hump, we won't win anything important because
Amy says,
hi Amy, because they're in our sectional, and we're 0-6 against them the last 3 seasons.
Oh boy,
we're 35-5 against everybody else. And that's not a lot. Like that, I was talking about that with our team.
Purple's a problem, is what you're saying.
Once I said we got to figure them out so we can get something important here, because my brother went through it too or talks about it. Was like he goes, it's crazy because he would come watch the games. It's like you guys are so much better than really what we were. And we even won we won a sectional because our sectional was kind of a joke when we played, and it's like. It's really frustrating because if we were, there's a team, Seymour won a sectional this year. They're in the sectional right below us. We beat them 4-1. They won their sectional. We destroyed them when we played them last year.
You got a tougher schedule.
Yeah, so
you got a tougher sectional.
And it is what it is, but that's part of it. If you want to excel at a high level, you got to beat the best
man.
teams.
You got to beat the man.
So I'm not complaining about that. I'm just trying to explain how close we were just right on the cusp of really making the same run that this football team made, and it would have been really cool to do that concurrently. That would have been amazing just to have
Charlie would have had to decide what to do.
Well, we laughed about that this year because Charlie lost a total of 4 games, I think, in football and soccer this year, and then he played basketball, and he had a rough season because he wasn't really used to that because he hadn't lost at all.
Yeah,
so
Charlie's a good kid. He's back, is he not? Yeah.
That's talking about our team from last year. He was our leading scorer. Then we had 2 other juniors, so they were juniors last year that were our second and third leading scorers. They're all back. Our goalkeeper, who's Quinlan McGowan's top in the state. He's one of the best in the state. He's back. Our 2 they're called center backs, the 2 center defenders, really important for your defense. They were both juniors last year. They're back. So I have really high hopes for this season. I think our biggest enemy besides Bloomington South, obviously, from what I just said, is going to be ourselves. If we can keep our chemistry, keep
the fire,
keep everything, and stay hungry enough to keep wanting to win,
the
we're
old
good.
Cliche, 1 game at a time. Mm-hmm. That's all you can do, or 1 match.
That's
soccer talk. Soccer talk with Kevin later up. Come up tonight. Be about 3 minutes long. All right, so we're not going to get into predictions and things like that on air for the season coming up. But you do stuff with these kids all summer long, though, too.
Yeah,
you keep this family-oriented team together.
So that example, so we played in our first, we played in our first summer. We have a lot of summer games this year.
I meant to get into that.
So we played Saturday. We played Franklin Central and Southport. Southport was in the semi-state here in Martinsville against Bloomington South last year, so they made it to the Final Four. We lost to them 1-0. We're figuring some stuff out. So, I mean, we were right, and we should have scored 5. We had a couple tap-ins we missed. Like, it should have been probably a 4-2 game us is really what should have happened. And so we're competing with it, and we tied Franklin
you
Central.
don't have lineup sets.
No,
like
and then they really don't either, so it's kind of whatever. But just to say that we tied Franklin Central, who beat Southport twice last year, and then we really should have beaten Southport with how we played last week. So we're in a good spot to start already. But on Sunday, we met together at Texas Crowd and had dinner and watched the USA soccer game together. So we did that.
Wow.
And then this Sunday, the US plays again, and they're coming to my house to swim. It's supposed to be 100 degrees this weekend, but they're going to come swim and hang out. And we're going to watch the US soccer game together.
I'd rather be inside when it's that hot. So,
But that's that family thing. That's it. To me, that goes a long way. And that's the kids want to be there, and they show up, and it makes
all of them come. Correct.
Yes.
And you don't have to mandate anything. Hey, you're not going to play with us if you don't. And the reason why I'm turned this way, folks, and Willie's off to the side, and you seen Larry when he came in. The sun is so bright, and we're missing now a chunk of paperwork stuff because we had to take down a IWN's old thing. So now we have to re-put something that might be Willie's soccer team picture in there. You never know. We might go that route if he ever takes over the sports program. But anyway, so it's kind of bright on that side. But he's down here at this end of the table, and I'm like, I gotta look this way, and then I gotta look, convenience to the guest, not the host. But anyway,
that's how it should be.
I'm with you. I'm with you. But you let me ask you this: since you played and coached, and your run began 3 years ago, early last year, do you see a change in the other coaches coming to you? Because I'm sure you soccer world's a small world.
Yeah.
And you probably all communicate. And you probably, first or two years, you're talking to these other coaches, getting ideas from them. Now are you getting other coaches come to you? You know what I mean?
I know, yeah. It's more, so before...
You're a big dog now.
Yeah, before,
you know what I mean?
And this is what I told our guys, is that it's hard to play this card now because people are starting to respect us. But what would happen is they're like, how are you guys this good? Like, what's going on? Like, why are you guys?
Yeah.
And it's like we didn't get the respect, and especially for the boys. Like, it's unfair to them. I'm like, they're working their tail off to get where they are, and
right. They did
everybody
always
everybody always viewed Martinsville as like, oh, it's probably a win. And now I was playing the card like, let's surprise everybody because they don't see it coming. Like, they're going to get hit in the mouth and they're going to be surprised.
They got to go out there and work.
And now it's kind of the opposite, where they're like, hey, these guys are good. Like so now we're going to see people's best shot because they know where we are and how we've been the last few years.
Into the Notre Dame of
hopefully we could win something now. I root for Notre Dame
we
too.
Got to the championship game.
That's what we did
without a quarterback, pretty much. Who's happened to probably start for the Colts now.
So it's more these coaches have been kind of like, you guys playing really well again, aren't you? And it's like, yes, instead of them kind of be like, oh, like, dang, you guys are doing well, surprisingly. It's kind of the other. It's a different shift.
I mean, and take like Larry Ralph's grandson. Sorry. The thoughts of someone leaving one school to come here from another, even though it's just across town, that probably wouldn't have happened 4 or 5 years ago.
No.
And now you're getting that.
Well, and there is a new rule where I don't know if you saw this yet.
I saw they reached an agreement on something.
They're allowed to transfer now. I can't, it's not like I'm not allowed to recruit or anything like that, but I'm hoping it benefits us because if, that's the idea.
It could help us in football, it could help us in soccer, but unless you're already there, it's going to hurt a lot of programs.
That's why, and I'm hoping it doesn't hurt us, which I don't think it will.
I think I just saw a mouse or something. We get lizards sometimes in here, believe it or not.
Lizards.
Little lizards.
That's in Florida?
And every now and then, we had one when we first moved in, we got rid of it, and then the other day I saw one running down the sidewalk. Like, where do they come from? But somehow the corner of my eye moved right when you were speaking. I'm normally not looking this way. That's
why you would never see it.
So I think your program is going to continue to flourish, and you got new talent coming in along with old talent.
We got a really good sophomore class, and what I actually really like about the sophomore class, and it's been kind of enjoyable, and it's nice because now my wife's more like, not that she wasn't invested, but one of our kids now is a sophomore, and he's gonna play, and he plays for me, and so that's nice. That it for him, it's probably a love-hate thing. He probably hates it because he hates that I'm his.
Does he have the Willy quickness?
Yeah, he's slow like I am, so that's about the same thing. But so that part's nice. But his our sophomore class is really strong. It's really strong. Our senior class is really strong. We have a couple good juniors as well, but it's a small class.
How many seniors you say?
10. No, 12 actually.
12
I lied, 12.
seniors?
Yeah. So this is our year. Like I said, I'm feeling it. This is our year. And we'll be fine. I'm not worried in the back end because we got a good group of like 6 freshmen coming in. One of them's best kid. And there's another, the Barco kid that won the state.
Yeah.
His younger brother, who's already a good player, is in there. There's a couple other kids that are tough. They're little kids, but they're tough. And it's
pipeline up.
Yeah, and there's kids that are participating now that I don't think would have without the Wise growth, without the middle school's programs growth, and then I think our wins have helped a lot. So we're fun to watch. What would be nice now if we could get a trophy of some kind of, to back it up here, and then I think that makes it a little better.
I got one around here somewhere.
Oh,
right there. That works. Yeah, maybe for the coach, but no.
So I have that dynamic of being able to coach somebody that lives with me, and then next year my nephew will be a freshman, and his class is strong. So even though we lose,
got that Spina blood coming in.
Even though we lose a lot of seniors this year, which I do think, this is going to be our strongest chance, like one of our strongest chances to win a sectional this year.
You got to say it like this: this is your best chance this year.
Correct. I agree, and that's what I'm.
Next year, this is our best chance this year.
I'm 100%. You know what I mean? Yeah, 100%. Because I'm really. There's already some people talking about like, well, we got to win this year, or we're in trouble for it. Listen, we'll figure it out. No. What we focus on, the things that we focus on, are so applicable to no matter how good at soccer you are, that my idea is to get we're going to get the most out of all of our kids no matter what their talent level is. So we're going to overachieve no matter what.
How much coffee you drink a day?
None. This is water, I swear.
Energy drinks? 0
energy drinks. My wife thinks I should be medicated, but I always tell her no. So that's
God love her.
Yeah, she puts up with a lot.
Well, look at it this way: the seniors to be right now were sophomores when you won your first 11 games.
No, they were freshmen. And that's what it's funny. So
people are like, we're going to be horrible next year if we don't win.
It's funny to talk to them because they don't comprehend that all they've done is win. Yeah. That's all they've done since they've been in high school. All they've done is win. And
you're right, freshmen. Yeah,
that's all they've done, because they'll be all they've done is win. And I'm like, I promise you, I was on a basketball team that was really bad in the regular season, but we won a sectional. And last year for soccer, we basically won every game we could except for a sectional. And I promise you, the winning less in the regular season and winning a sectional is way more fun.
It's the University of Michigan versus the Ohio State. You can lose every freaking game you play. You beat Ohio State.
Right.
Your coach doesn't get fired. It's amazing. What we do is, as a sports society, when it comes to winning, that's what they put on your sports headstone,
right?
Your gravestone, whatever you want to call it. 2-time sectional champion, 2-time semi-set. It doesn't matter.
It's not going to be
won 350 games.
Right. They're going to be worried. Yeah. We don't care about that. It's what you do in crunch time, as they say. Speaking of crunch time, we've got about an hour. And let's switch gears here just for a minute. NBA fan? Well, yeah, I'd say more so in the playoffs than I am regular season, because I'm a big college basketball fan. Not that I know anything about it, obviously, based on the shows we've had. I'm a fan, doesn't mean I'm smart.
Right.
But
we do our college picks once a year, and then after about 48 hours of watching it, we throw our sheets away. But I'm not a big fan of the NBA. I quit watching a few years ago. I grew up in watching the Pacers. Well, I was a Bulls fan forever because the Pacers were horrible. Brent says, good luck this year.
Thank you, Pocket. I appreciate it. Same with the football program.
Yeah, exactly. Grew up as a Bulls fan long before Michael Jordan was even in college, and then transitioned to a Pacers fan and a Bulls fan when the 90s rolled around with the Davis boys and everybody. And it was just a different brand of basketball. It was more physical, and it was every play was contested in the playoffs, especially. And now it's so much more free and room, and a lot of one-on-ones, and it's a turn off to me. But the one thing, and I'll watch on my phone as far as gameplay, and then I'll see 6 billion TikToks.
Yeah.
But this Pacers team, as young as they are, they all seem to, and I'm gonna tie this to you.
I just look up then.
Right. They all seem, it's a family.
Yeah.
I'm almost sure they all hang out. And I know Carlisle, like he did in Dallas, like he tried to do here originally, then he did in Dallas. These guys all enjoy playing together. Now, these are grown men compared to kids, but you got to have that chemistry no matter what you do.
No matter what level, like you said, whatever you're doing.
It's almost like these guys, they can throw a pass and they don't see, but they know you're going to be there.
Yeah.
And that's what's fun to watch about these guys. And I wish them luck tonight. And I said one of two things: either Foster's going to shut the door on him, or he's going to extend it. One of them. So,
well, and to me, like that's the whole idea of building the culture and the family feel, is that you don't just trust one another as, people, as each other, because you enjoy each other's company.
Sure.
It translates to the field, and as you said, it's like when you're, somebody's going to make a run to the spot that you know where they're going to be. You know what their tendencies are going to be. You know how to work for each other. You want to work for each other.
You know that guy's going to have your back.
Yeah, and you know if you fall down, somebody's going to pick you up, and you know that you're going to go through the suck together. You're going to go through the greatness together, whatever it is, and it makes it more enjoyable, and it makes it. Like I said, I don't want to say it's an escape from everyday life for me sometimes, but it is almost, because that's what coaching is. It's like it's so enjoyable to coach a team like I have right now because of that feeling. It's like if our team wasn't together, it would be a completely different feeling. But they're very together, and like I said, a lot of that is how much we do outside of soccer. Like we do things together that has nothing to do with our season coming up. But
so you remove them completely from the pitch.
I mean, you might as well be British.
I'm on it. I mean, we said Ted Lasso, pitch, and match. So
what's up, Kagan?
A friendly that'll come up next. But you remove them completely from any aspect of the game and let them just be kids for a while.
Yeah, they go play pool basketball in my pool. That's what my pool might break Sunday, but whatever, it's all right. I'll figure it out.
But I mean, I can remember Coach Moore from Center Grove, after how many state championships, came in our studio and sat down and talked with us. Same stuff. Got to have your base. Got to have a good program. Got to work your way up.
It's called a foundation for a reason.
Yeah, got to have your support. Got to have the community support. And then he goes and it starts with the kids too. You got to have good kids. Mm-hmm. And his thing at Center Grove is he goes, I want the track kids because you can't teach speed. And he goes, we can turn them into football players. We can find them a spot. He goes, but I want them kids running.
I always said, I just say I want athletes, because it's like
I brought that up because I know last time you were in here we discussed this.
You as long as you start to feel part of the program, you'll become a better soccer player. So I'm not even worried about that side of it. I just need kids that want to work hard, that enjoy being there. Yeah. And I mean, that's like you said, I have a great group of kids. I've been very blessed to have a great group of parents too that put up with me, and they put up with all the stuff that I do. And
it's worth a pay raise.
Yeah,
right there.
I mean, so I've been very lucky. And like I said, you're giving me a lot of credit that I probably don't deserve.
How long have you been there? This your fifth year?
Fifth year.
Did you ever imagine you'd get, I mean, theoretically, you tasted soccer royalty in the state of Indiana last year. You were there.
And we were close.
I mean, you can downplay it as a coach, but as a fan, when you're sitting there at home, wait a minute. Martinsville lost to South twice, and South got beat in the finals by the best team in the state by 1 point.
One goal. They don't call them points.
Sorry, I've totally slipped back down.
It's negative 10 points now.
See what I go with there.
No,
y'all got beat 1-0 in one of them shootouts. It's shorthand goal or something. I don't know.
No, I know, but it's just one of those things that, if you want me to be honest, so I always thought we could get there. I'm very big on.
So on the NCAA bracket, the high school bracket.
That's why I'm so cocky and confident with it, because I believe
you had Martinsville all the way out in the bracket, all the way Final Four.
Shouts out Wyatt Shrake here. Yes, both of us, football and soccer conference champs. Football and soccer.
I can see that. I look forward to that, and I hope that's the case.
That's it. We can celebrate together.
I haven't had Coach Duggar in yet. I'm actually going to that golf outing tomorrow for the football team. And I'm going to get all in him, get on air, because you and him have very similar traits when it comes to personality-wise. I mean, he's not near as high-strung as you.
Nobody is. I said nobody is.
But the message is the same. Do what we do good and do it better than anybody else, and let the game take care of itself.
I'm really big on everything we talk about has nothing to do with the actual skill or like our big picture things, like our tactics and things aren't really those. It's always the controllables. It's the intangibles that I'm really worried about. And like I said, I promise, if you don't believe me, I think we have a chance to win state every year. And I really do feel that way.
But you know who else used to coach that way? And he was asked that once. And did you ever watch it? They asked him, did you see the tape on such and such team? He goes, and it was Coach Knight. It was, I don't give a damn what they're doing. I care about what we're doing. I'm trying to get better at what we're doing.
That's I tell our guys all the time when they talk about a team, because like, so when we play a South or we play, like they're talking about, man, they're so good. I go, I don't care about them.
Yeah.
Let's worry about us. Like let's take care of our things.
Let's do what we do,
and we're going to be fine. If we play our game the way we want to play it, it doesn't matter how good they are or who they are. We will be fine.
I mean, almost every championship team in any sport, they win because they did what they do best to a high level.
Right.
It's not like they fluked out and found a lucky spot, caught lightning in a bottle. Butler going against Duke. Butler played their game against enormous odds and came within
inches.
What was it, 0.005 of winning this national title in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
But they did what they did.
Yeah.
And they had an excellent coach, a family man, just boom, boom, boom. Similar traits to becoming successful in athletics on down the line. And you're following those. And I think, I don't know who brought you in. Might have been Kip. But
it was,
whoever did that, they've had a pretty good run with Coach Duggar and you.
And I hope the other sports follow along. So I do. You mentioned baseball. I think they had a rough season this year, but the coach is a good guy. Good coach too. He's a good coach.
Got to crawl before you can walk.
Right, and you got to work through some things. And this new basketball coach has been great so far. So I think.
And his picture, he could pass as Duggar's brother, and I sent it to Duggar. I said, "Is that your brother?" You go ahead.
We have a new one now. Another new one.
One?
Yeah, not yeah. But you're right. He could have
the first one. Yeah. Dude, I started dying laughing. I sent it to him yesterday. He goes, "Is this your brother?" And he's like. Whatever. But
I've been very lucky. I tell our kids every year that this is our year, and I really believe it. And I've even been called out by our own players sometimes, like you, especially these kids that are like seniors now that played. They're like, "You're like this every year." And I'm like, "Yeah, because why would you not want to believe that we're going to be successful?"
And you win 11 and
all we do is keep winning.
13,
we just it's like we can do this. Like all you no matter what. All you have to do is Ted Lasso it. You got to believe. Have you ever watched Ted Lasso and they smacks the believe sign?
It was
you gotta believe.
Ziegler, what the mind can believe, the body can achieve.
Yeah. There are two types of people, Kevin. Those that say I can and I can't, and they're both right. You have to say I can't. You can do it.
Here we go. This is off air, Willie, in here when the camera's off. This is the conversations we have.
But I also not only do the kids not are they talented and they put up with me and they buy into what I'm selling. They also, what I really have appreciated these last this will be the 5th year. And it's starting to happen already, is that they open their arms to these younger groups of kids that are coming in to where, and that's what makes the program great.
Because they were there.
Right.
They were there.
And like our freshmen are already coming around. That's the other reason why I like doing these things, because it's so fun to watch kids that would probably never talk to each other if there weren't if they weren't both on the soccer team, and they become a family. And then when they go out and play for each other on the field, you can see it. You can see it all. They all care for each other. They all want to go out and win together, and it just creates an environment that breeds success. And that's always my big thing with. They're always like, "Who cares about next year? We'll figure it out." As long as we keep doing what we're doing and keep winning in the moment, everybody else that's coming back, even if we lose a bunch of people, like we're going to find ways to win and figure it out.
Improving as a program.
Yes, like good programs find ways to win even when your talent levels are lower and your numbers are low. Like we'll figure it out. So I always don't worry about the future other than what is in front of us right here. Like you said, one game at a time.
You can take, how many kids are on the field at once? 9?
11.
11.
You're getting there.
Now, one of these years I'll get this. So that's the same as real football.
Yeah.
Anyway.
This is real football. This is you're American football that you're talking about.
If you can take 11 hard kids working as one, dedicated and all focused, that's going to overcome a lot of talent anyway.
Always. I'm not scared to tell our kids to their faces this stuff. I always said, like, Bloomington South on paper and skill wise, they blow us out of the water. Yeah. And they always will. But that doesn't mean anything. If that's the case, then the most skilled player in any sport would always win. And it's not going to be that way. We're never going to have the most skill, but if we have the most heart, the most effort, great attitude, and we're tougher than the other teams, we're going to be fine. And like you said, hard work beats talent. Talent doesn't work hard. Like, we will overcome those talent gaps.
Sounds
because
like a movie. Sounds like a movie.
That's all I do is I memorize weird stuff and I just use it and acts like I came up with it. That's
I've now watched Ted Lasso. I've seen some clips of it, but
it's a great
it's a good
show.
call there by CB.
Yeah. It's honestly a good show to watch if you're a coach, just because of some of the things he does and says are very applicable to just coaching anything. And
Period.
yeah. And it's just a good show in general. You don't have to be a soccer fan at all to like it.
Did you foresee this when you took over? Did you ever, in your wildest?
Not this quickly.
I know you're positive. And
That's I say not this quickly. Like I'm always thinking, like, yeah, we got a chance. We got a chance
to win the title, and they're going to win it every year, and they don't, but once. And
yeah, but no, not honestly so quickly. But when you have, like, we had 2 really good classes back to back. So the kids that just graduated last year and the kids this year, like, so that's what really made it get better so much quickly, is that those 2 and they all bought in, and that's what makes it so much easier to coach in general and so fun to coach, is that they buy in. So it's not like you got a bunch of kids that are fighting each other because they're like, this is stupid, this is whatever. Like, they buy in and they earn everything that they get. They have earned everything.
Has the respect, and maybe not be a bad word, but has the admiration and the love from the community and has it picked up?
It's picked up. I would like it to pick up more, because not for me at all, for the program and for the kids, because the kid, like, this senior class, assuming we can repeat what we've done these last few years, they're going to go down as almost the winning, like, probably the second winningest class in Martinsville history, and I don't think that many people know that. Like, just like, if you ask, like, hey, how's the soccer program doing? A lot of people are going to be like, I don't know.
Right.
And that kind of stuff I wish would improve a little bit, because.
But I mean, here's where you want to get to. We could tell Wyatt and Hank, doggone it, Puckett. I don't know. I couldn't get to Puckett for some reason. Hey, the football team's going to be on the square tonight. There'll be 200 people go down there at 9:00 at night on the coldest night of the year and wave artesian flags. Yeah. And you guys have chain stepped right with them, success after success over the last 3 seasons. Now, Martinsville football's history, glory days, down times, back to getting the glory days now. So that's why the buildup is there, and you guys are staying right with them.
I want the success of all. I'm a big Martinsville guy, so I want all these teams to start doing better, and so I'm hoping.
And again, it's systemic in that point to where when you get good coaches and good kids, it spreads out eventually. It may not always last, but it spreads out eventually. So
well, and I'll have a better answer for how we're going to do this season so tomorrow and Saturday we play in Columbus and play the 2 Columbuses and New Albany, and they're all really solid teams. Columbus North's a top 10 team. Are
the rankings out yet?
No, like, I'm just over the last couple of seasons. Like, they've been
where are we ranked?
They've been a top 10 team the last few years.
I looked at the Porch Time poll earlier before I came on. You guys are second.
And then next month in mid-July we play in a tournament in Mooresville where we play Westfield, North Central, and Brownsburg, and they're all top 15 teams. So
now, is there different levels like in basketball? I know the answer to this, but
there's 3A. There's only 3 classes. There's 3A, 2A, 1A. We're with the only sport to me that separates like those upper echelon better, like the best way, is football. Like, they obviously have the 6A and 5A where so we're with any school you can think of. Like we're the top class, so we have to beat all these guys, which to me, let's play them. Like what? And we were talking earlier that other coaches are starting to respect us a little bit more. This is a way to get, like, people don't look at when we go up against these teams, they're like, oh, Martinsville, who cares? But when we compete with them and show, like, they're like, oh, these guys are legitimate.
Legit.
Yeah, and it's not
and
just.
You got a legit shirt on, legit hat.
We play the part well, but it's good for our kids because then they get the recognition from these other bigger programs that they should get.
There you go. Georgia Tech's football coach gave a speech, but it makes you wonder.
I need to look at it, Brandon, and then I'll just quote it perfectly to our guys. And
have you ever? I mean, the old Newt Rockney speeches, the Air Persesians. They're at. Who was it? A tape just came out recently. It may have been NFL. It might have been Walsh or Ditka giving a speech. And I'm like, dude, I want to go play again. I'll tell you this, and then I've told this on air before, but as motivated as back when we played football, we had to win our cluster games. Not everybody got in the playoffs, and we were top of the line.
Yeah,
we had to beat Terre Haute North. And if you remember, they had a back that went to IU and should have won the Heisman 2 years later by a back by the name of Anthony Thompson. And I think they had one loss.
That's just, I need to go. I need to go check this out.
Got to check that out. They had one loss, I think, at the time, and we had won. We had lost to Warren Central, but we had still make the playoffs. And I don't know if you remember Buck Fry. He drove a school bus here forever. He's one of them guys that is a forced brick, but there you go.
Well, Stringer's been my he's unfortunately unfortunate because I really should have given him more credit while we've been talking about all this outside. He's been
just haven't mentioned him now.
I said sorry, Caleb, but he deserved to be mentioned before this because it's
a program. It's not just you.
Well, and he was my goalkeeper. Like we played together.
Oh, okay.
And then he's coached with me a lot, and I mean he's a huge piece of why we've gotten a lot better here these last 3 years too, because he's really good at working. That makes sense. That's I know Ashley Fry, but he has Caleb. It's going to hurt us this year that Stringer's not back. But
is he not back?
No, he's not back this year. Unfortunately, that's why I said it's a big unfortunate.
Oh,
so he is. The kids are already there though. They've learned a lot from him. So so his influence is still going to be there. But hopefully he'll be able to figure it out and help be able to help in the future.
To finish my Buck story and talk about motivation, Terre Haute locker room for the visiting side was under construction at this point in time. So we had to go to a different locker room, and it was like from here to Walmart to the stadium. And it's one of them late fall days where it's hot and humid. And it's going to rain and drizzle, and then later on that night, front's going to come through and it's going to snow shower. So it's just nasty hot. And we're in this locker room a mile from the stadium, and we're sweating. The ambulance pulls up to the doors. They open the doors. Buck Fry crawls out of the ambulance, and his exact words were, "Go out there and kick their ass." It was a dead sprint from that locker room. Siderwitz leading the way. And we get to the stadium, the gate's locked. They'd locked us out. And he's cussing and kicking the gate, and they let us in, and we ended up beating them like 32-12. We're probably going to win anyway because we were a good team, but that first quarter, the drilling that you burned off, just the motivation was insane.
Sometimes the simplest words are
and he just said it and got back in the ambulance, but he's got it for you.
I know. I need to copy
we
it.
have to come back and hit that, but promise me this: win, lose, or draw. At some point in time, this won't matter because it's summer. You're not getting official. When's the season officially start?
August 16th. Our first game's at Terre Haute North.
Got to get them kids in here before.
You want to do it
especially
before?
the seniors.
Okay. I'm 100.
Yep, Ashley, he was phenomenal.
I'm 100. Lindsay on my way over here was like, "Are any of the kids coming?" I was like, "No, I didn't really. I forgot to kind of throw that net out there." And
see what I deal with folks.
I know. So no, we really need to because I have I could bring in like 12 of them.
Bring them all.
You know,
bring them all in. We got plenty of chairs. They can stand. They're soccer kids. They'll be fine. You know.
They like I said, they work hard, and we're always in really good shape too. They take care of the things they need to take care of, and I always say because I married into 3 boys, so I have 3 stepsons. Consider them my own now.
Well, sure.
And me and my wife had 2 daughters, and I always say the reason why I had 2 daughters is because I got those 3 boys, and I have the 30 high school soccer boys to worry about, and these are my sons. So like they'd show up too. And
coaches have daughters, though. You know that.
That's how it always works. And I said I wouldn't change it for the world because I appreciate being like I want to be that mentor for these boys, and I hope sometimes sometimes I laugh because I had a lot of respect for Coach Urban, and my other coaches, obviously, but just talking soccer wise here. And sometimes I think and I look at these kids and I'm like, they don't look at me the same way. they don't have that respect for me sometimes. But then I hear things like when he comes in and says that's awesome. Like that already makes this. If we lose all of our games this season, that makes this season worth it right there. And it really does.
You're not going to lose them all.
No, we're not going to because we're really damn good. But but I'm making a point that it is. Obviously we want to win and lose, but we talk about this all the time when we come in because we have memories from our high. Like we're grown men and we talk about our memories from when we played. And that's what I want these kids to take from here is some life lessons, some things that they're going to carry on in their work lives and if they go to the military, whatever they do after high school, and they can sit. That's my biggest thing is I want them to sit back and be like, Coach Spina taught me something that was useful for me that I could have done. It was really fun playing for him in soccer, but he taught me this lesson that really helped me outside of school and
Teachers
sports
need
and
good people
to be right.
also.
Correct.
Yeah, good athletes. Coach Irvin was a real deal. I didn't play soccer, but I had him as a teacher, and he gave us lots of pep talks before basketball.
He's been a real inspiration for how I coach. Yeah. He really has.
You got to get back in here before August, before you start practicing hard. I plan to have Duggar in here at some point in time. He's just like hard to pin down, but he's doing the same thing you are. You know what I mean? They've already been doing games against
and they were supposed to have a lot of scrimmages last night, but those storms kind of screwed that up.
Blew through. Literally sitting here and I was watching those trees just bend sideways, and Zach had the door, and it ripped the door, and he held on. He had to hand up 2 hands
to keep it shut. It was a weird, like, just hard front that came in
80
quick.
80-mile-an-hour wind front on that thunderstorm. But anyway.
No, I need to bring these seniors in because they're great kids. Like Race Wolf's been on here before. One of the seniors that's a phenomenal kid. Freaking builds knives, like making knives like it's nothing. And
that kid's phenomenal.
And he's a heck of a runner. He just finished in the top 20s in the state in running too. And there's just so many good kids.
And you got Charlie.
And then you got
Will. It's just a joy. He tries to kill in our tent with the soccer or with the kicks on the extra points.
And then
pregame.
You got the Peyton brothers. One of them's a senior, Will Payton. You got Cameron Beasley, whose his dad's a firefighter, used to be a teacher. There's just so many good kids. There's so many of them, and you can't really name them all. So
good kids,
Quinlan
good coach,
McGowan,
good
Isaiah
parents,
McGowan,
good program,
everything. I've been very lucky, and they need to come in here and talk. They'll come in and run their mouths about me, which is great. That's what I love. That's how it needs to be.
You know, I love that.
Yeah. So you guys will get along.
I'll be like, we'll
perfectly.
go off camera and talk about this.
Yeah.
Caleb says, verbalizing the teaching lessons for these kiddos connects the dots for the players. The success they reach in life can be more directly tied back to Mr. Willy, coaches, sports, and more.
See, that's why we're gonna miss him. I'm sure. He does a really good job with them.
Still coaching, or is he just away from it?
His career changed, so it's just hard timing wise.
I understand.
He congratulations to him and his wife. They had a second kid together, 4th total, and they have they have 2 young kids too. So it's just
kids-wise,
he's got one more.
Yeah. So for now, I mean. If
we're done.
If you're not having kids, you're on vacation. I'm like, Willie, what are you doing?
We're done.
Every time you got a Disney World pick, there's another
September.
Baby.
See, we find ways to fit it in the middle of soccer season. I got it. We got it under control.
Between you and Chris Hester, I can message him or see his post on Facebook that he's fishing somewhere. I don't care if it's January or May. You're on vacation somewhere.
There you go. He works at the jail with some of you.
Oh, I did not.
He really embraced the role too. He's got this really unbelievable mustache now too, and
I don't think Keaton can grow a mustache yet.
That's a stringer all in on the jail.
I was trying to visualize. Now I know.
Yeah.
So, sir, I am so sorry.
Well, he's put up with me for 25 years.
It was Joe too.
Yeah.
Yeah. God love him. He's a saint. Now Keaton's a good kid. I just talked to him last night. He just got out of the Navy and got on there at the county. Of course. He's not. His dad was county, but he's not. He doesn't want to do what Tim did.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to do the street at all, which I don't blame him. For one, you'd be like, "Oh, you're Coriel's son, aren't you?"
Yeah.
I'd rather be where they're already behind bars. So, yeah. But Keaton's a good kid, and he enjoys that. And I know that they all are good people down there. So, got to get them in here. You got to get them in studio. You got to get their faces out in the public.
Yeah, we'll get them in here. So you got to help me with that.
Yeah.
You got to make me a time
Text
slot
number
here.
47, Willie.
You act like you're inviting me every 2 seconds. That is a lie.
On a basic running conversation for a year now.
I know. I would like to also get you, because you were able to make a game a couple years ago, but you didn't this past season.
Year?
You did not this past season. So I would like for you to come this season.
Didn't you have a bunch of rainouts? Or...
You were going to come to one, and then some stuff happened.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you can't blame me on that.
I'm just saying.
I got a busy schedule.
Because I know. But we were really good last year. So, and we're going to be really good again this year. So
sectional?
Listen. Check back. Hey, what is it? It's June 19th. Check back in 4 months from now.
Is that how quick it goes? Isn't that shocking? Football too.
They're stretched out longer than us. We play 16 games in like 6 weeks. It's so fast.
I can still remember going to Paragon, New Palestine, Have you ever been to New Pal? Did you go?
No, we didn't. We watched it, and then
I mean, for these last 10 years, New Palestine's been this juggernaut.
yeah.
Had the kid that walked on at IU, and this talented team. Well, I'm thinking, how come I look on the map, and I was like, I don't know where New Pal is. I've not been there. You know, it's not like on a round or something. I've been to most of the major cities in Indiana. And so, but I'm not a big interstate guy. So me and Corey, we back roads. And we're back roading, and all of a sudden we're back roading as we get closer to New Pal. And I'm like,
Where are we?
in the middle of hell nowhere. And so we turn the corner, and you come around this curve, and it's wooded, and all of a sudden you see the lights of the stadium. I'm like, are we pulling into West Middle? And there's a stadium in a town like the size of Paragon. Soccer's so much fun to watch. I just got it to watch.
I really enjoy hearing that because a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's stupid." Yeah.
But it's literally like if Paragon had a high school team. And so we're standing there pregame talking to the fans, and they were super sweet. But they had this bleacher set up in the end zone, and we're talking to this lady, and she goes, "Oh, there's so-and-so from such and such middle school, and all these kids come down here and see these guys that come into the program." And
Have you seen Tommy run?
I believe that, Tom.
Yeah. Maybe if I ran backwards.
Is that for me or you?
I don't.
Try going to Farrell, it's way out of. Oh my, Ashley.
We can hook you up.
That's for you.
I said we can hook you up, Wyatt. You know, I got you. Wyatt helped me coach middle school basketball this year, so we had a good time there.
But New Pal, talk about bringing people in. They got all these little farm towns around it, and the mom, her kid was a sophomore. She said, "Well, we were going to so and so, and in 8th grade, their coaches came and talked to him and had him come here." And so she said, all these kids in the bleachers are from different schools up here watching their guys they used to play ball with, and so they're like a factory, a football factory. They're damn good.
Yeah, they're good.
But they're out in the middle of nowhere, and they recruit every tough kid within 25, 30-mile radius of it.
Wish we could do that, but it is what it is.
You can.
And I'm kind of on air here. I can't say anything like that.
No, I mean, excited for another great season, Coach Spina's. There you go.
Appreciate it, Tommy.
Well, Coach, it's always an honor. I used to be one of those people who said soccer was stupid. Regretfully now, just like Fairland is Triton Central Schools. I live there. Oh, okay.
Triton Central is out there, too.
Yeah, it's way out there.
Well, make it to a game that we'll get in. Make it to a game this year because you'll see.
They fixed the scoreboard yet?
Yeah, it is better. Oh, we got a new scoreboard last year. We really did.
No, it's press box. They fixed your press box. I got to climb a ladder. Are you kidding me? In the future, maybe.
I don't want to say anything that's going to get me. I'm just here so I don't get fined, Kevin. I can't say things that I want to say
here's
sometimes.
A press box. You got to climb a ladder.
2 ladders. If you want to get to the very top, 2 ladders.
I don't climb ladders anymore.
I just wish they'd put a staircase off the back. Like you can't. Yeah,
get one of the portable ones.
Because there's no door on the outside. Like you got to put a door on the outside somewhere, so you can get up there and just be stuck.
So just cinder block.
Yeah, around the whole thing. It's like
an open window.
Yeah, I guess you could do it up to the window.
Floor?
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could do the stairs up to the window and just climb through the window.
That'll look good because somebody will film me and it'll be on porch time an hour later. I'm not doing that.
But we'll get these kids in here.
I'll set up like I did last time. I'll sit down there in the end zone or
goal line. Goal line. That's similar to football. It's called the goal line.
Yeah. I'll call it what I want. I'll sit down there at the goal line and film it and just. The biggest thing is it's different when we go to junior league or little league or stuff like that because we can mix and mingle. The plays going on and everything.
Right.
But high school is totally different, and that's. I like sitting in the end zone of the football games because you really feel the action.
Yeah.
And even soccer so much, but one thing about soccer is the ball may stay at that end of the field.
Well, and I actually remember this. So the game you came to was a great game for us because we beat Greenwood really badly that game. We scored 4. I think it was
that ball didn't leave that.
We scored 3 or 4 first half goals. Unfortunately, it was on the opposite goal that you were filming from. So if we could have been on the other side, where we scored, you would have seen all these goals happen and all this stuff. Yeah, because
the biggest thing that I like was the communication between players as they're on the pitch.
when you're down that close, there's a lot more going on than you realize when you watch a soccer game.
It's like a baseball game. Everybody's like baseball's boring. No,
you gotta understand what's going on. You gotta get down there. You can listen what's going on.
The nonverbals and the verbals of a baseball game, and it's actually one of the most fascinating. Football, you can hear the quarterback. Yeah, Omaha.
Well, and that was always my thing, was because like, well, there's not that many goals happening in soccer sometimes. But it's like, yeah, but you got to understand really what's happening.
It's a cross-country meet with borders.
Well, it's only for the tough, because I promise you, soccer is tough. It's not easy.
Do that goal thing. That's all I'm saying. No, we tease him, but we appreciate him, what he does, and we love what he's done for the program. And I learned to sit at midfield there you go.
Well, and I love to hear people that come to soccer like how she's learned to like soccer. That's good. Because
I don't have that big camera though. I have to do it with the iPad.
She's learned to like soccer because she's intelligent. So that's what that is.
That what you said? Wow.
You gotta be smart to like soccer.
Where's him in NCAA sheets at? I'm talking about some intelligent picks. We love what he's doing for the program. It keeps getting better, and I remember him coming here for the first time. I think he was talking about where they're going to be and how they're going to get there. And look at that. That's interesting. They don't play soccer. I almost guarantee it. But he's brought the program from it being rock bottom, and the kids buy into the system. We have a feeder program with the YMCA and your junior highs and everything else now. And all this guy's making it happen. Go out and support the team. Do whatever you can for them. And as they advance this year,
I said I can feel it. This is the year. We're bringing some
championship, and South has to come to town here. Let's get like 5. Let's make it like a football game. Let's make it so they have to play the game on the football field.
I couldn't imagine. This is selfish to say this, but I would love to coach in a game like that. Just to have that many people. Like, it would be so fun. It would be so fun.
I played in a few.
It'd be so fun for the players.
And it's insane.
Yeah. Just the atmosphere.
The New Albany game here was probably our biggest crowd that I played in. They were 3 deep around the fence. Every seat was full. Remember, the bleachers, the end zone were full. And you could, you know, the NFL guys are like, you block it out. You block it out to an extent, but you can still
just feel it too. Yeah. One of the coolest experiences, I didn't even play in this game, but when Jerry Seaston came back to coach a little bit, so my brother, Greg, was still in high school. And Joe saved me a seat. I had to take a test at IU late at night, and I came back, and he saved me a seat up. We were like up behind one of the goals. It was the most full I've ever seen our basketball
you didn't get to see when Damon Bailey came.
I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, and now it was just so fun to be there, and I didn't even get to, like, I wasn't playing or anything. It was so fun.
Ashley, I agree.
I am Ashley Fry she's on my team. I love it.
Let her know that I support it and actually learn from it and watch, so she now doesn't think I'm a rotten human being. I'm just giving Willie crap. Appreciate Martinsville High School. There you go. It was a special case. Had a lot of fun going to team. But David Bailey.
I'm sure that was crazy.
Oh my!
That's what it just.
I got there an hour and a half early, and I was like,
awesome.
"Where am I sitting?" There's like a corner over there, but that was it.
I would love to see our soccer field have people, because we have those. There's just those couple sets of bleachers, but there's tons of space to like bring your own chairs. Like, I would just love to see that full.
The whole time,
it would be so awesome.
I should have added my sister played soccer in high school, and I didn't ever go to any of their games. I wish I had. Actually, I want to see where sectionals at. Could it be here?
I think it's it's not supposed to be here this year, unfortunately. But I think I saw Mooresville. Honestly, there's a chance, and that's not far.
Wouldn't you like to go to Mooresville and have like 5,000 people?
Oh, it'd be so awesome. I don't even care if because. I don't even care if it's Mooresville people too. Just the people.
If that happens, then I'll have to learn some soccer cheers and I'll chant the crowd. You know what I mean?
He's got to make noise constantly. Have you ever seen the professional? Like, remember those old vuvuzelas? Just start blowing stuff, like blowing the horns and stuff.
We got 20 minutes.
I know. I gotta get home. I gotta get home and watch this game.
All right, Willie, appreciate it. Get him back in here.
We will. We'll set it up.
And you got to get you back in here on Sports Show and talk to the other person I mentioned earlier about coming in and talking high school sports. All you guys. And then we got to get Coach Duggar in here, but he's like trying to pin down a fart in a whirlwind because he's everywhere. But all right, guys, support the team. Maybe I need to come to the game and take some pics. There you go.
Let's do it.
Support the soccer team. Great group of kids. They're 35 wins in 3 years right now, and this year they're going after that sectional championship. So support them. Love you guys. Appreciate you tuning in. I am actually off tomorrow. No show. Not off work, but I'm going to be at the high school football golf outing. I did ask him. He said he can't play golf. I said whatever. So anyway, love you guys. Have a great evening. Enjoy the sunshine. No more storms for a while. It's going to be sunny and hot.
Yes.
See you guys. Have a great night.